610 WIOD. User-friendly Rick and Suds.
I'm sorry. Your afternoon talk show has just crashed.
610 WIOD.
Most big banks treat you like an insignificant little few.
Well, that makes us feel like duty.
But here at the Bank of Bonaventure, you're important to us. We're not like those big banks. No, you can just call us Bob. We actually look forward to your deposits. Yes! In fact, when you open an account with Bob, we'll give you a complimentary can of tuna fish. And if you don't, we'll have Suds Coleman call your home and say,
Go to hell.
Drive home with us today.
No!
Listen and have your say.
Mama, look at
Is Rick and Suds coming through when the CD player isn't skipping away?
It's a party out
It's the Rick and Suds extravaganza today.
I kind of like that phone fidelity. It's got that thing, whatever that thing is, it's got that thing. And we've got that thing, and you've got that thing until 6 o'clock. It's 2:05 at WIOD. It's an absolutely gorgeous Wednesday. I won't say a thing, okay? All right. And what? No, I can't say a thing. I love to do that. Somebody walks in. Oh, hey, listen, I'll tell you later, okay? Anyway, 622. We don't even have a topic. First, I guess you're supposed to give out the topic, and then you give out the phone numbers. How about we give out the phone numbers, and then somebody comes up with a topic. We'll talk about it. That would be a good thing. Like how rude people are. Like how people can really screw up birthdays without even trying. Like there's some people, 622 WIOD in Dade. I don't want to give you all the answers. 622-9463 in Dade. Broward 767 WIOD. Suds is busily making a note. What are you making a note, and how are you? And did you have a nice weekend yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like a weekend.
What was the question?
It's a mini weekend.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a good day.
And how much of it did you spend at Baskin Robbins? You were talking about Baskin Robbins on the way home from our thing at
Baskin
Ciscos.
Robbins in Weston?
Yes.
Whoa.
He was dreaming about it. We were going back. We were in a limo, and, we're in a limo. It's me, and it's Suds, and it's Leslie. And we made Leslie, sit way up front, and Suds and I are in back, real close together. And he starts whispering sweet flavors in my ear. And he's getting carried away, and his eyes rolling back up in his head, and he's on a Baskin Robbins kick.
Yeah. Thanks, Lenny.
Lenny?
That's the only time I've ever been in a limo that it had a slurping machine in the glove compartment. This thing had everything.
We love A&L Limo. Okay, absolutely. It's the best limos around. The service is second to none. They've got 7 excellent drivers, from what I understand. Now, I've had David twice. Lenny has sent me David. So, obviously, this guy waits on your hand and foot. He makes you feel like a big shot. He's dressed, in tux or whatever he's dressed in. And, whatever like a servant should do, I guess you're hiring a servant for the evening. That's what he does. So, Lenny, on the way back, he says, Rick, once in a while, maybe you might want to mention another driver like me. Oh, well, gee, Lenny, I thought you were running things.
Yeah.
And you weren't really driving. Yes, I'm driving, and I'm the best there is. And so he started telling us about how he's the best there is in a variety of episodes. We stood out here in front of the building. He let us off, and a half hour later, we're still talking to him. And I said, I mentioned that when David was my driver, David just said good night. We're out there, and I'm like, does anybody get a lawn chair? And I'm listening and listening. And meanwhile, hysterical stories. But the more he's telling me, the more I'm thinking, get David. Yes, I couldn't even tell you some of the things that go on in the back of that limo. But for some, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression, but the stories that we heard about, They start out where not a whole lot of people are wearing a whole lot of clothes, and by the time they end up, everybody's yelling and screaming at each other. And ladies going, "What are you yelling at me for?" But, those are just like bizarre stories. Here's another guy. He could write a book almost as entertaining as we could. Of course, it would take like a whole lifetime of limo stories to get as entertaining as the radio stories we run across here pretty much in a day and a half. But Lenny, you're the best. A&L Limo is the best. Thank you for the service down there. Leslie pointed out when we were trying to negotiate a couple of U-turns, she says, "This is like driving a big hot dog." Which you had to be sitting in it, you're way in the back and it's really long, and it was a perfect analogy. It was like driving a big hot dog, like driving a Wienermobile.
Never driven hot dog.
By the way, this is Adam, our producer.
Hi.
Boy, there's so many lines to that. I'm just going to kind of like keep going, okay?
You.
Let's talk to a couple of people, and then I'll tell you how Shooter screwed up my birthday. Not for long. I haven't been down there in a long time.
The one down on
the Intercoastal. On the Intercoastal. It's Oakland. No, it's Oakland. Yeah. Oakland and the Intercoastal.
There's a place, what is it, next door there? Is that still there? Dirty...
Bootleggers.
Oh, it's Bootleggers now.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's how long I've been down there.
Well,
I used to like it when it was Dirty Nelly's because free hot dogs. Oh, man. A table full of empty margarita glasses and little hot dog holders. Oh.
I need to make a note here because I want to find out where for next year. Just a second, let me get my pen. Where for next year? Hi, it's like driving a big hot dog, wasn't it? Where next year you can go for all the free stuff for your birthday?
Yeah.
Because I didn't. I think that does Bobby Rubino's give you a free dinner for your birthday?
They used to. I don't know if they still are.
Well, we need to make a note of that. Okay, let me just write down birthday free crap. And then, like I said, we're not going to talk about Shooters right away because it'll bring back bad memories. And I hadn't been there in a long time either, and I'm going to plan on keeping that way. 210 at WIOD. Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Big bloody lizard man buttloads.
Well, back at you. How are you?
I'm better than I was yesterday.
You have a very beautiful wife, by the way.
Thank you.
That is your wife.
Yes.
You lucked out.
You want to hear something funny? She goes, because, we've met you before at the pet show and stuff, and she goes, Rick didn't even notice me.
What?
I was like, well, honey, he gets very involved in what's going on, and he's, because you kind of...
I was fighting for my life.
You kind of get...
Well, no, were you down there Monday?
Yeah.
He was in our contest.
I was the one that gave up after 8, and I looked down at that crazy chick on the end and said, forget it.
She was nuts,
she was old.
Yeah. Here's a woman. She's a Latin woman. She had a smile as big as all outdoors. She looked like she was just out to wherever she went. She had a good time, and she was just drunk enough to think that she could win that contest.
Did she?
No.
Who won?
And it's interesting. The guy who was down closest to me last year, by the way, we understood that the record for last year's chili jalapeno eating contest was 17. This year, the record, we beat it by a little, 46.
Are you kidding?
46 that guy put away.
I thought the girl won.
No.
Because I got up and I was just like, I ate probably 8 or 10. And I'm looking at my wife and my buddy, and they're going, quit.
46.
I looked
there
down
was a couple who did 36, one who did 35.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
That's nuts.
It really is. And what, Adam?
They were sweating.
Oh, they were like shooting blood out of their face. And you know what was really cool? Adam went out and we said for everybody who entered, we would give them some Pepto-Bismol and some Tux. I'm not kidding. We were passing out the bottles of Pepto-Bismol as gags, and people were fighting for them. And I had like a bottle that I was walking around. This girl comes up. She says, "Are you using that? Could I have that? Would that be?" I'm not kidding. Pepto-Bismol, they pop the top, and they just down the whole thing right there.
The poor guy next to me, I looked to my left towards the end. It was about a minute left.
Yeah.
And I swear I thought he was going to go. His mouth, he was going...
That was Brad. Yeah. That was Brad. He's supposed to be the Hawaiian jalapeno eating champion, and he came in third, and he was very surprised that he came in third, and I watched him, man. I told people to back away because it was that gulp just before everybody else gets real wet in front of you.
He frightened me.
He frightened me, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you said but Yes, of course I noticed your wife. How could you not notice her? She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's cute, and the funny thing is she's if she hears this, she's going to kill me. She's older than I am.
Well, I didn't notice her.
She's old. You didn't notice him. You don't even know who this guy is. I can tell by the look on your face.
Not exactly.
He has a mustache.
Yeah.
He was down at, when we were standing at the table, he was to our right by the end where people were walking in. His wife she has like strawberry blonde hair.
Kind of light brown.
Okay. And she was wearing a long, like a blue gown, I think.
Right.
and had like dots or something. She wore it extremely well. She was very attractive.
No.
Well, thank you. Suds, remember I said you guys got to ride in a limo, and you said, and my wife didn't get it.
Yeah.
You said, yeah, but the bad thing was it was a kitten. We had to put it together this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that. And I remember but for some reason that she is just not coming to mind.
All right.
Well, she's too tall. You probably only describe her navel, because that's probably what Suds was looking at. She's
is it
very firm.
Is it a vertical or a horizontal slant on that?
Her navel's perfectly rounded.
Now she has what is she, like about 5'8", 5?
She's 5'7". She
5'7".
weighs 118.
But I didn't notice her at all.
She's always
Man, here's another day I'm not going to be able to go home.
Rick,
I'm describing her to a T. Meanwhile, let me see. Was my wife in my house this morning? I can't remember.
I think your wife's lovely too.
I just remember there was like those people, one Asian woman.
Excuse me, I have to stick up. My wife is gorgeous also.
She's a knockout.
Yes, she is.
My wife's always going, oh, I'm so fat. I'm
what?
So fat.
What?
I know.
Well, I didn't want to say that.
She's psychotic like that.
If she would have eaten a pepper, she would have looked like she was pregnant.
I know.
Okay, we'll let you go.
All right, guys.
Thanks for showing up. Had a great time. I am not kidding. People were fighting over the Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
I thought a great...
Oh, my gosh. The lights went out.
We just lost our power.
Are we still on the air?
Are we on the air?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's nothing flashing in here.
Well.
Except for me.
Oh, damn it.
Man.
They're back on.
Oh, we're having a brownout.
Oh, that was too bad. It was so close there for a minute.
That was, yeah. Oh, he's just rooting for that last light. We're out there clipping the power supply. So it's 2:15 at WIOD, 622 WIOD in Dade. Let's go very quickly to mobile. Hello?
Gentlemen.
What?
We never lost you. We heard you the whole time.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
okay. All we heard you say was doing.
Doing?
Yeah.
I think he said gentleman. That kind of threw us right there.
You didn't say gentleman, did you?
Yeah, I totally said
gentleman.
gentleman.
He said gentleman. Okay.
Totally said it, too.
Total gentleman? Yeah.
What's your news guy's name?
Nobody knows.
Well, which one do you want?
Well, I would like
He's got like 14 of them.
Well, I'm just curious as to what is this award that he won? When did he win it? And who voted for him? He always says the award-winning.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I was thinking about that today, too.
What is this?
What he did, I believe he got one of those Microsoft Publisher programs, and inside, you can make up those awards.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and he gave himself one, and he voted that he should have it, so now he's award-winning.
And he thought all you listeners should hear it all over and over and over.
Right, the only problem is he ran out of fonts before he could finish his name.
All right.
See, a little long name joke. All right?
Hey, Rick, can you describe your wife?
Let's go.
Only if you tell us what you're wearing.
And for $3.99 a minute, $2.15 at WIOD. There you go. What would you have? It would be like 1-900 Peep Me. Peep.
Peep Me?
Yeah, like, for Peeping Tom.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Or 976 Peep Me. Where you could like describe, what somebody looks at. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the keyhole right now. So how big a keyhole is it? Really small key? Oh, good. Okay. What's she wearing? Well, you can't see all of her, can you? No. Okay. What's she wearing?
WIOD.
220 at WIOD. Once again, 767 in Broward. That's 767 WIOD. Here is an old lady. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Well,
Talking to me?
We're talking to you, yeah.
To me?
To you, right on the air, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, who won the contest?
I don't know the guy's name. He ate 46 jalapeno peppers.
Oh, my God. Did he get sick?
I hope so.
He hope so?
Yeah.
No, the funniest thing, I wanted to talk to you about this judge that leaves everybody out before time. And he...
Isn't that all of them?
I think it's horrible.
Right.
Why don't we do something about it? There was a woman, a 41-year-old woman that he raped after he got out, and an 8-year-old was in the papers.
I think we have a quote from that judge.
It's just these guys, Nick and Suds and whatever the heck it is, and the people that call in, they're just like them, like that they were on the, the weeds, and they're high.
Who's that?
And
Hello?
Who's it? I mean, it's terrible.
It's like talking into a mirror, isn't
For
it?
years that I've been listening to 610.
Yeah.
And
Are
now,
you talking to two people?
And now this. What?
Are you talking to two people?
No, we're just talking to one. Somebody in Fort Lauderdale on WIOD. Hello.
Oh, that was great. Happy birthday, buddy.
Well, thank you.
Oh, man. Hey, Suds.
Yeah.
Those peppers I told you about yesterday?
Yes.
Do you want some?
Yesterday. You were hanging out with this guy yesterday on his day off?
I wish.
How did you talk to him yesterday?
Email.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I'm not real pleased with email, by the way, because now I can't come back and say, hey, thanks for the cards. I was looking for the checks. Maybe they fell out when I opened the letter.
Oh, well.
But you can't do that with email.
Oh, email birthday cards are great.
Yeah, no, these were some kind of Israeli peppers?
Yeah, the ones they make the pepper spray from.
Well, you brought those down before.
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, I'm going back this summer, guys.
Just
3
for those.
weeks.
Oh, just for 3 weeks.
Thanks
darn.
a lot, Rick.
Okay.
Happy forehead to you, buddy.
Yeah, well, hey, as a matter of fact, I got a couple of great cards of which I brought in. This one is for my oldest son. On the front it says, and it's got a big fat guy. It says, It's your birthday, guy, and I'm afraid I have some bad news. You open it up and it says, apparently sucking in your gut like that has blown all the hair off the top of your head.
That one will probably work for me next
and
year.
then he signs it. We love you, of course, from him and his girlfriend, even though your forehead is 90% of your body. Gee! Happy birthday, Dad. What?
I'm his card consultant.
I bet you are.
No, you guys really want some of those peppers?
No, I don't eat peppers at all.
No, I'm talking to Suds.
Well, I'll take a few.
You don't eat peppers?
I don't need like a bag full, but...
Israeli TV Guide?
No.
Oh, yes, definitely.
They're hot. Maybe we could do like the Israeli challenge. We could do like, what are they called?
Oh, God, Rick.
That's a funny name for a pepper.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. They're grown by these Yemen guys, and it's for their own consumption.
Yaman.
Yemen.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yaman.
one of these,
Say it correctly.
I put one of them in a bowl of chili, a big bowl, that feed like 10 people.
Yeah.
Everybody just bailed. They couldn't touch a spoonful. It was like...
So what are the peppers called?
Yaman.
Yaman.
Okay.
All right.
Are they hot?
Yaman.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. 2:23. Have we taken a break? We took a break, didn't we? Okay.
Oh, long one.
Woo! Okay. 622 WIOD and Dade. Here is Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hot Loads.
Back at you.
So you guys enjoy your day off yesterday?
I think so.
It was perfect.
It was, what was perfect about it?
I spent the majority of it by myself.
That's good.
Outside of the fact that shooters tried to ruin it for me.
Oh, they said,
they actually took
which
a shot,
shooters?
huh?
The Fort Lauderdale one or the other one?
The Fort Lauderdale one down on the Intercoastal.
How did they...
Well, you see, when I was single and I lived down there on the beach, I used to live like a couple of blocks away from when my wife made me leave everything that I had worked for all my life, including my kids, my home, and all of that kind of stuff. And she said, it's your job to leave now. Mm-hmm. So I went and I got a place down by the beach, and I used to go by shooters because I was single. And it was a nice place, you know. It was packed. There was a lot of people, a lot of activity, a lot of boats, a lot of flesh. And I would sit out there with, friends once in a while and have a little drink and just really enjoy it. So yesterday I'm driving around. I'm doing my errands. I'm doing, my stuff. I went out shopping by myself. I just wanted to be by me because I get along with me about the best. So I'm circling around down there. My wife says, well, if you want something special for dinner tonight, stop by the meat market. So I stop by Shooters. So I go there and... You can't, first of all, have you ever been there?
Yes.
Okay, you know how you used to be able to go on the patio and then you could just get a table right there, right at that little gate by the parking lot? You don't know that. Okay. So you can't do that anymore, so you got to walk through. So you walk up to the hostess and I say, I'd like, can I get a seat for one out on the patio? And she says, you'll have to talk to the hostess. She's down there. So I go out and she's standing there yawning, and I don't know she's the hostess because there's two other waitresses standing around and I said, may I seat myself? And she says, this one girl says, well, there's the hostess right there. She's the one holding up the wall. So I go over and I said, can I get a seat? And she says, oh, I'm sorry. We can only have parties of 2 or more out here. And I looked, and they've got about 7 vacant tables, and there's no line. And I said, you mean with all of these vacant tables, you're going to deny me the opportunity to sit down and enjoy the outside and have a drink? And she says, it's written right here on the wall, sir, if you'd like to see it.
You never know, a boatload of couples could pull up.
Exactly. And so I turned around and I left and I went next door to Bootleggers, of which they were very nice to me. They escorted me to a table of my choice for one, gave me a very nice drink, and then the waitress and I got talking. And I said, the reason I'm here, and by the way, you've been very nice, is because they wouldn't let me sit by myself over there. She said, what? So I told her they're apparently connected. Shooters and Bootleggers. Mm-hmm. And so she goes over and she gets the manager and she says, they wouldn't let, maybe she wanted to get me out of there. I don't know. They wouldn't let him sit over there by himself. And she started telling the story. She said, well, that's entirely wrong, and I will speak to them about that.
All right.
But if it's entirely wrong, why was it on a sign?
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's the wrong sign.
Now, what did the sign say?
I didn't read it. I turned around and left. I'm not going to sit there and read a sign while some stupid 20-year-old waitress is insulting me on my birthday.
When exactly is your birthday?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday?
Yes, sir.
That's my middle adopted girl is the same day.
Whoa, what a small world.
She was born in 1978, so that means she was born on 5/6/78.
Very good. That means she's way too old for Adam. Yeah. Let's go to mobile on WIOD. Hello.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Suds.
Hello, sir.
Hey, I got a great story for you, Rick. I thought about you when I came home. I just got back from a vacation to Kentucky.
Yes.
For about a week.
Never been to Kentucky.
Oh man. Well, listen, I'm driving and I have to pull over to get gas, and I thought I paid. I mean, I went up there to talk to the guy about it, and there's nobody in this thing after I already pumped it. And up there, they got these real old gas pumps, you know.
Right.
If I'm talking slow, it's because there's a weird echo on the phone, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, so I go up to pay for the gas. There's nobody there. I wait about 20 minutes sitting there. There's nobody inside, so I leave. And I already had filled up my tank. You know, it was like about 13.
You waited 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, $13. I didn't want to get involved. Hey, up in those hills, man, I don't want to get anybody pissed off.
You bet. You pay up and say a few words, and you're out of there.
Well, this is a great story. I thought of you. So, anyways, I'm leaving, and I pull out of the place after 20 minutes. All of a sudden, about half a mile down the road, there's red and blue lights behind me.
Here we go.
So I get out of the car, and first of all, I get out of the car because I was going to explain myself. All I saw was a barrel of a gun. You know what I mean?
Really?
And so I try to explain to him. I give him my driver's license. He says it's from, he sees us from Florida, and he automatically is prejudiced against me right off the bat because I'm from here. He doesn't like Southerners or whatever, obviously.
I got news for you. He's got good reason.
That's right. So, but this is the best part. So he says that I had left. I guess the guy was in the bathroom. They don't even have an indoor bathroom out, and saw me, and he was at a speed trap right down the road. Called the cops. Anyways, he nailed me. So he says that I try to explain to him, he doesn't want to hear it. Takes me to their little rinky-dink jail, which is, and I have
Get out of here.
Listen to this.
Well, first of all, the guy admitted that he was in the bathroom.
Right, and that's what I tried to explain. So anyways, but he, like I said, he didn't want to hear anything I had to say. So go to the jail. They put me in this, it's like, I don't know if you've been in
jail. Did they put you in the Ned Beatty suite?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've been in a jail, like a modern jail, but they don't have the old bars and stuff like they used to, and not all the time. Usually it's like a door with like a window in it.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the old style jail with the bars and everything.
That's the kind I'm used to.
Well, he throws me in there, and it's a really tiny, tiny place, little tiny jail.
Yeah.
So I'm in the jail. Finally, I clear everything up. They're going to let me out. Well, the key busts in the door of the jail. So listen to this. They have to call a locksmith.
Yeah.
They call a locksmith.
He's in the bathroom.
They open the door.
Yeah.
And as they're trying to get the other part of the key out, they both go in the jail. The guy locks him and the locksmith.
You were watching Andy Griffiths.
And me in the jail.
This didn't happen.
This is the honest to God truth. The three of us are locked in the jail at this point. So
this is great. You got to hurry up, though. We're running out of time.
Okay. Well, the cop anyways calls the other locksmith, who doesn't open till the next day.
Right.
So we all had to sleep in this jail cell together.
No, you did not.
This is the honest to God truth. The cop's wife was bringing us, all three of us, lunch.
That was Aunt B.
Oh, it was the best. But anyways, Rick, I thought I'd tell you that.
Excellent, pal.
Thanks, man.
You're an official Riley.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bum you out. That's great.
Oh.
2:30 at WIOD. Barney lives.
10 WIOD. More listeners than a cell phone scanner. 610 WIOD.
Well, that's pretty startling news right after we were talking about Andy Griffith.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, kind of.
Of course, he wasn't on it.
No.
Well, I think he probably did some guest stuff. Those guys at one time, now we're speaking, Suds just told me during the break that Hank Kimball died. Well, he didn't really die. He kind of passed. Well, he didn't really die. He was resting for a real. Well, he's not really resting. See, that was kind of like, that was Kimball-like for those of you who don't know who Hank Kimball was.
He was the agriculture guy.
On Green Acres.
Yeah.
And all of those guys, like Oliver and Lisa, they had made appearances on Andy Griffith. Those shows used to co-mingle a lot.
Some, yeah.
That's some, a lot.
Well,
I said a lot.
I don't know about that show so much. That show and Petticoat Junction did.
They did it a lot, don't you remember?
No.
Now do you remember?
No.
It's a party out there.
Oh, now I remember.
Yeah, that was some of the dialogue from... Okay, 2:35 at WIOD. What was I going to mention? Boy, you're always doing that to me. Now I forgot. And we're probably a lot better off for it. Let's go to Miami on WIOD. Hello.
hello. How are you?
Sir. Good.
Happy birthday to one of you and buttloads to the other, I guess.
And thank you.
And back at you.
Okay. I'm the fellow that sent the consumer awareness checklist to you.
Yes, sir.
Did you find it interesting, at least?
I found it interesting. I found there to be more information than I could actually consume. And before I give any of it out, there were some interesting phone numbers that I had not heard of. I wanted to kind of research those.
Okay.
But I did find it interesting.
Well,
and a lot of the stuff, not to cut you off, but a lot of the stuff are things that we know and what I was moaning about because we don't have time to take care of them. You know, a lot of it is busy work. And if you did all of those things, when you got the short end of a consumer deal, the consumer shaft, as we like to call it, you'd take care of the problem. But none of us have time to do all of that.
There's really not a lot to do to fight. If it's a legitimate firm.
Well, you're talking about calling the Better Business Bureau and notifying this.
If it's a legitimate firm, you don't have to go and jump through the hoops that are in my checklist. But if you run it up against one of the bad apples,
like those beads, did you see a follow up on those beads last night?
I got a big kick out of that scam because that Mercado fellow, let's call him a rather flamboyant individual that wears the capes and predicts the future and all that kind of nonsense. And he got taken by him, and he's suing them. Which I think is interesting. Here's a guy that can predict the future but can't realize when he's being screwed.
Right. They've got assets of $8.5 million. Yeah. They owe apparently about $75 million. And you know what I'm talking about, Suds? Those beads that people were assembling?
The business opportunity deal where you string the beads together.
They were supposed to get like $60 a necklace. Yeah. They showed last night they have a whole giant warehouse full of 50-gallon drums of those beads that people have strung together to the tune of about $75 million. Nobody wants to buy them. They're unmarketable. And all of these people, they showed in the initial process of these people signing up, they were running across the street to sign up to give them their money to buy these beads to string them so they could sell them for $60 a necklace.
Well, it's like these advertisements that you see in the paper, how you can make money stuffing envelopes at home.
Right.
People still fall for that crapola,
even
though it's been exposed over and over again.
Well, maybe the deal is if you fall for it, then you should. Those kind of people, the only way you really learn an experience to have the experience
is to get kicked in the ass and know not to do that.
Right, exactly. Bad times kind of dictate your decision on future experiences.
You're right. Listen, what I wanted to find out is, did you guys want to give out the post office box where people can send a stamp self-addressed?
Sure, go ahead. We'll do that, yes.
You want to do that now? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If you'd like a copy of the checklist, and it is free, by the way.
And it was free to me, and it says on there it's free.
It's free. All they have to do is send a stamped self-addressed envelope to checklist.
Okay.
Post office box 402036. That's post office box 402036. 402036. Miami Beach, Florida. And the zip code is 33140.
Okay. I wrote all of that down, and the reason I allowed you to do that is because there were some interesting numbers on there and a couple of organizations that I wasn't familiar with, and everything looked pretty legit. So it's
the same thing I gave out as a result of being on the Gordon Elliott show. Same thing. And I think most people, the problem is, when people are screwed because they're greedy, they deserve it.
Right.
But when you're getting screwed out of need, for example, you need to have your car repaired, they screw you.
Right.
You need to get whatever it is you need.
No, I figure people who fall for bean scams or bead scams or bean scams, things like that, they need to once or twice, and then pretty much you won't be doing that anymore.
Yeah, there's a sucker born every minute, and unfortunately there's a con artist born every hour to take advantage of these people.
Okay, I got the address. Thank you so much. We'll pass it along if anybody asks.
Okay, thanks.
You. 240 at WIOD. Let's go to Coral Springs. Hello.
Happy birthday there.
Why, thank you there.
Oh. Have a question, and this has got to be a great company you guys work for.
Yes.
It was your birthday, Rick.
Yes.
How did Suds get your birthday off?
He gets caught up in the momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a big so it's like a national...
Well, I was in the cake.
It was like a national holiday?
I hopped out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's still, I got to lick the icing out from the corners of his eyes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. Second
thing that's the last place. Every place else is pretty clean.
Yeah.
Second thing is, when you go out for lunch now, do you get the senior citizens discount?
Ow. Let's go to...
Do you?
Don't be talking to me, Gramps. You're still
get that letter from the AARP?
You did. You did.
I got another one last week.
You did. Neil did. I have not got one yet. How old do you have to be when you get one? 50?
Yeah, I guess. It seems like it's been the last couple of years.
The earliest you can retire is 59 and a half, correct? And when it comes to IRA and all the rules.
I guess, yeah.
Well, why the heck do they start sending you these things when you're 50 just to bum you out?
Well, actually, you can take advantage of some fine discounts.
Like?
Well, I don't know. I
can't.
Never looked. Yeah, you can.
Don't be telling me that my partner is a member of the AARP.
No, none.
You better not be.
Not a member.
Because the only thing I want that to spell is what people were doing after eating all those jalapenos the other night.
There's free stuff in there, though. I might think about it.
Okay. Let's go to Fort Lauderdale on WIOD. Hello.
Happy birthday, Buttload.
Well, back at you, and thank you.
All right. You were talking before about Bobby Rubino's and free stuff?
I was looking for the list of free things. There are a variety of people that offer you free things on your birthday.
Yeah, well, Rubino's doesn't quite offer free anymore. What they'll do is they'll give you $11.99 towards your meal.
Well, that's not bad.
Like $14.99 up.
I think their rack of ribs is how much?
Is like $12.99, $13.
Well, that's almost a free rack of ribs. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it almost pays for the whole meal.
Now I wonder why they picked $11.99 rather than just going the extra $1.50 and popping for it and saying it's free.
Well, that seems to be the price of their ribs for the lighter appetite.
Oh, okay.
So they'll give you a small rack of ribs.
Okay.
And that's about it. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. Doesn't Denny's still do something? Doesn't I think Baskin Robbins does something? When I was a kid, I used to be on the Baskin Robbins list.
Were you?
Sure. You sign up for your birthday, and they send you a certificate for a free cone on your birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on their list.
Like Victoria's Secret does. Let's go to Mobile on WIOD. Hello.
Oh, boy.
What? Hello?
This
What?
is Scotty. Hot sauce time.
Who is this?
This is Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Yeah, I tried to get you that hot sauce and stuff, the oil.
Yeah.
Could not reach you. We finally got up there around 8-ish or so. We were running real late.
There was only like 9 people there.
Yeah, right.
We got.
They were pouring out in the streets, leaving little Dos Equis bottles and whatever else happened to be out there. It was like scattered from here and there.
You
parked about 5 blocks away.
Well, that limo, by the way, did I mention A&L limo? When we pulled up in that limo and we're trying to, they said that they would hold a place for us to park. Well, we've got our guy out there, Tracy, and we've got somebody else out there, and they're like standing with their backs to the street, and we're just screaming from across the street at the top of our lungs to get his attention because Lenny doesn't know where he's going to be parking his big thing. And these 2 women who are just blitzed are hopping up and down. I mean, I'm telling you, man, when they stopped jumping, their bodies didn't settle for 10 minutes. They were still hopping. And they were just yelling at us and come on and all of this stuff. And we couldn't get our guys' attention for the life of us. It was like they were actively ignoring us.
Well, it got even worse than that because when we finally pulled up, we get there, and I'm going, wait a second, I've been here for lunch. That's cool because they got a nice buffet and lunch, which is nice. And we can't find you. We have absolutely no idea where you are. I've got this bottle sitting here with this green top on it, ready to rock. I figured, it's good for tasting, if nothing else. And,
well, some guy knew where I was because some lady, and I apologize, I don't know her name, bought me a birthday present of a bottle of Bacardi. I set it down, I turned around, and somebody had lifted it. And I had a feeling it was already drank by the time I even saw it was gone.
It probably was by the time you got through there. But we're sitting there searching around, and I'm going, well, it's not in the restaurant itself. It's got to be maybe in one of these tents.
Yeah, we were back in the big tent.
Well, we're burrowing around in these tents, and my friend says, these crowds, I can't handle this. I got to go. I'm going back to the car. I know you can't do that.
No, I know.
Hold on for a second.
I know exactly what he meant.
I'm back of one of these tents, and I can't reach you for love nor money. And my friend is sitting there like he's edging his way out the side there, past the beer truck, ready to like split. I'm going, well, dinner. We got to do dinner. So there's, the Victoria Station right down the street. So
Yeah, I know. I said when we pulled up there, I said, "Listen, I know of a quieter little place. Let's go there." Unfortunately, we were going to be entertaining. Thanks for the try. We appreciate it.
Well, if nothing else, maybe I'll stop by the station if I can figure out where it is and drop it off.
Okay.
It's still sitting in the car, like right in the cup holder.
Perfect.
Hey, it's got to do something with it. I used a little bit while I was at Victoria Station. It's pretty good.
Whose cup? See you later. Okay. Did you have it? Well, yeah, I guess you guys did. I was going to ask him if you saw the woman who used that Wagner power sprayer to put on her dress.
Oh, yeah.
622 WIOD and Dade 76. And it's always the ones like that ought to not be
the white
using.
One?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not woman, but the dress. Yeah.
There was a lot of woman in there.
Yeah.
You know, and if you ever, like an overstuffed couch, you know, when you rip it and all that stuff just like pops out, I was afraid that was going to happen to her. Mm-hmm. Anyway, 767 W. It's. I don't want you to be doing that anymore. He just made a joke to me off the air. And from now on, I'm repeating him all on the air. And I think it's a little too soon to be making jokes
about... Well, I got to do it to you. My talk back to Adam does more. So.
About guys being crushed at Home Depot.
Wonderful Isle of Demons. 610 WIOD.
250 at WIOD. 622 WIOD in Dade. 767 WIOD in Broward. Here's a lady mobile on her own dime. Hello.
Hi, Rick and Suds.
Hi,
Hi. Age 23, I believe.
Okay.
Here.
Well,
I just want to tell you 2 little things that you can get free on your birthday.
All right.
Okay, you mentioned Bobby Rubino's, but I know it as Tony Roma's gives you a free dessert.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and Video Avenue, if you have their video club, they give you a free video on your birthday.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well,
not much, but every little hit.
No, I'm making notes. I think people ought to know this. You know, I think the neat birthday would just be go around and take advantage of all these little free things. You know, just make a day of it.
That's true.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
And happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 251 at WIOD, 767 WIOD in Broward. Very quickly, if I can go back, what?
Yeah, nothing. It just came to mind. You know what I did last night?
What you did?
Or didn't do, maybe.
What?
Missed Homeboys in Outer Space. So if anybody taped it last night,
Did you catch Married with Children?
Last night?
You know, when it was on.
Well, Monday night,
was
highest rated Married with Children episode in 3 years.
Did you know that was not supposed to be their finale?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently, they were still negotiating for a 12th season when that episode was going on, so they didn't have a big goodbye. It was just like a regular episode.
They had a little thing at the end of the show that said, "Thanks, Married with Children, for 11 great seasons." And that was it.
You know, you hype it. You give people a reason to watch. They don't watch for entertainment value. They watch for historical significance. Mm-hmm. You know, like Ellen, like the last Married with Children. Why couldn't every episode, it wasn't any funnier than any of the others? They're all pretty funny.
Well, and here's another TV oddity. If you like those sort of things, and you know I do. But, you know, Third Rock is going to be in 3D Sunday.
Last night there was a couple of shows in 3D.
Was there? What?
It was Home Improvement.
Oh, okay. There's the deal. Yeah.
And a show after that, and I don't know where to get my 3D glasses.
ABC and NBC had contracted with the same company to make these 3D glasses.
Yeah.
But they couldn't come to an agreement, either one of them, on the glasses. So if you get the glasses for ABC, they're not compatible with the NBC shows or vice versa.
No.
The same company.
So this is everybody just like for sweeps decided to come up with 3D week too?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You got 2 networks both during 3D week. What is it?
It was Third Rock first. They first did their big, they've been promoting this for months.
Yeah. Months.
And then once, everybody started.
By the way, this is Adam, our producer.
Hi. Once everybody started to talk about it, ABC is now doing their entire week, I believe, of.
Well, I didn't know where to get the glasses. We didn't have the glasses, and you could see that you could see that little fuzzy thing, when you're not watching 3D, when you're watching regular.
What are you watching?
When you're not watching 3D and you're just watching it regular, you know how the lines are not definite because I believe ABC had to have been using the blue. Red 3D
apparently
glasses.
The system ABC is using is not quite as compatible if you don't have glasses as NBC's system.
Okay. Yeah. And from what I got from Home Improvement last night, the story wasn't great, but they kept bringing out real long things and thrusting them at the camera.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, just like Dr. Tung's 3D Theater on SCTV. Remember?
Is that what it is? Oh, I don't know. It reminded me of some old John Holmes movies, but nevertheless, they just thrust long things at the camera and brought them back, because they knew it was 3D.
So Tim would throw a hammer.
Yeah, they would. And at the end, he closed by shooting silly string all over the lens.
Oh man!
So it would come right up and stick right in your TV. And you know what? I didn't have 3D glasses, so it looked like somebody was shooting silly string. It was a lot of focus all over my lens. Anyway, I started to mention something here. We did a commercial for Micro Solutions a little while ago, and apparently somebody wanted to call them, and they called the number, and it didn't go through. So Adam calls me, and he says, "What's the number?" I said, 1-800-MICRO. So I'm looking at it, and I said, well, let me just, and I was looking for, like, the numbers.
Doesn't sound right.
I didn't have time to spell it out, to look at the numbers and give the guy the numbers. So I said, micro, and Adam goes, not enough letters.
Yeah.
So we're doing a spot once again. I don't want to get down on our whoever department, our salesperson, our copywriter, whatever, but we're doing a spot. And then when you get to the exciting part where these people finally get contacted so they can go to work, we're a number short. So just throw in a number, okay? There's not enough numbers in micro, so throw in a number, and then you'll have enough numbers. And then let us know who you get. The number actually is 1-800-4, and then MY. See, MYCRO. These poor people at micro, I think now we're running out of spelling numbers. So instead of MICRO, now there's MYCROW.
Right.
Like you got a bird. Like this is micro.
Like a bird, crow.
Right.
You have to call them.
Oh, yeah, we did that already. Exactly. So 1-800-4 and then MYCROW. Great company. Struggling. Here we are, at least with the phone number a little bit, but we'll take care of that. 255 at WIOD. Here is, it says Beads. Are you calling from Beads?
Hello.
Rick?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
It's Lenny.
Well, hi, Lenny.
Listen, just a couple things to add. I understand you're looking for free places and things to get free on your birthday.
Don't tell me A&L Limo has something.
I would have offered you something if you asked. Happy birthday, for one.
Lenny, you took me out the day before my birthday.
So what's wrong with going out the day after? I'm ready.
No, it was me that wasn't ready after those stories, Lenny.
Well, listen, aside from that.
Yeah.
Baskin Robbins, you hit that one right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Benihana's, okay, when you go there and tell them it's your birthday, you get a free ice cream.
Is that Benny's wife, Betty Hanna?
Benihana's, right.
That's your favorite place, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that place.
You were telling us that. Now, have you ever had anybody hire a limo just to go around and get those free things?
No, not yet.
That would be a fun deal.
The first time for everything.
And then he was telling us about when he got stuck at the drive-thru at Burger King.
Oh, that was a riot.
Yeah, yes, it was. And everybody always ends up screaming at you, Lenny.
Hey, listen, Rick, about those beads.
Yes.
I got an interesting story about that because some friends of mine that I lived next door to for many years,
right,
who are well with it, just to tell you what happens when they see the money, what it does to them. A friend of mine, his father, okay, says, hey, Len, invest $3,000, okay, they make 9 a month, they have to make 9 beads a month.
Right.
Now, you don't have to do it yourself. You can hire someone like one of those women that you saw making.
Right.
And they get paid so much money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You pay the initial investment $3,000. Put it on your credit card. About 2 months later, you'll get that $3,000 back.
Mm-hmm.
And, roll it over on your card, and you won't have to, you'll be about 30 days late, but that's okay.
Right.
Okay, then roll that over, that $3,000, and now you start getting checks for $1,500 every few weeks. So I said, you know what? I said, these guys are crazy. But what convinced him that it was a sure thing was the fact that his wife was the president of the bank where they had their account.
Right.
And she saw the money there, so they felt comfortable with that. And he was a builder, and he saw the office going up, and he was doing the build out, so he felt comfortable with that. Yeah. They're doing the office building.
So
he said,
go ahead.
Before these guys go out, we'll know about it, and we'll get out.
Right.
So they knew that it was that type of a thing, but they would eventually have to jump off the ship. However, they did not know that the Attorney General could go right to the door and slap up a notice
and close them all down. So they got caught too?
Well, you don't even know. I'm not even talking 3,000. I'm talking about like 50,000.
Really?
And then they were bringing and let me tell you something. I know this guy for a long time.
Yeah.
When he got me along with like 10 other people in his home, he was like, folks, you got to lie, cheat, steal, do whatever you got to do. Get this. And I'm telling you, he was crazed with this.
And fortunately, you stayed out of it?
Oh, I did. I didn't touch it.
I would scratch him off the list of your future customers, Lenny.
Well, no, I mean, it was, I said, thank God. And now I see it on the news every night. I'm like, all those beads in there. I'm like, I could have been one of those people.
Lenny, you're going to be late for a pickup. Got to go.
All right,
bye. 2:58 at WIOD. Mobile One Cellular Network breaking all the rules for a very limited time. Mobile One offering their multi-line corporate rate to individuals with only 1 or 2 phones, digital or analog. That's right. You don't need 100 employees. Mobile One is absolutely the best cell phone company around. You don't need 100 employees. You don't need 25 cell phones to qualify for this low corporate rate. It's just $14.95 a month. It's only 32 cents a minute peak time. And you can add unlimited night and weekend calling for as little as $4.95 a month. With Bell South and AT&T, you're paying $19.95 a month and 49 cents per minute. They're charging 46% more every single month. Now, in real numbers, Mobile One will save you 54 cents on every 2-minute call, digital or analog. Mobile One has been my company for a couple of years now. I don't regret going with them. They are absolutely excellent. Call Mobile One right now. You can compare to 1-800-PHONE-M1. It's 1-800-PHONE-M and then the number 1. You'll start saving 54 cents on every 2-minute call. Hurry, the special offer will definitely end soon. It's 1-800-PHONE-M1. The Mobile One difference is lower rate. Well, I guess that would make it 2 success stories in a row then.
Well,
Tuesday, May 6th, it was the end of a long day in which earlier WIOD news anchor William Robert Milford III, award-winning broadcast journalist, broadcast the first reports of the shelving collapse at Home Depot, after which he raced to the scene. You actually raced to the scene?
That is correct. Almost got hit by Channel 6 and Channel 23 on the way there, too.
Damn, I hate those almosts.
Mm-hmm.
About an hour later, from amidst the static of police radio monitors in the newsroom, Rob picked out one dispatcher reading a bolo, in civilian speak, a be on the lookout message to police cruisers. For a kidney transplant candidate missing at the most critical time of his life, they had a kidney for him at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Police were notifying officers of his description, a description of his car, his license plate number, in addition to his name, Raymond Stilfried. Stilfried?
That's it.
Rob Milford was about to go on the air at WIOD to anchor his last newscast of the day, and after consulting the police at Metro-Dade headquarters, decided to broadcast the plight of Mr. Stilford on 610 WIOD. Rob called for Raymond Stilford, his friends, neighbors, his co-workers, his family to contact Jackson Memorial Hospital and give Raymond his second chance at life, a new kidney. Did it work? No. Raymond died last night at 8 p.m. No. At 8 p.m. Tuesday night, Metro-Dade police canceled the bolo for Raymond Stilfried, and he had arrived at Jackson Memorial Hospital in the nick of time for his new kidney. At last report, he continued his transplant recovery in the surgical intensive care unit at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Ask Rob. He helped.
Golly. Just doing my news job. You know?
I realize it's probably a little shorter story than you would have done about yourself, but it's excellent.
Well,
you did a good job. I'm sure you're a man who knows the value of kidneys.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you and a good liver, too.
And if I had been invited to a birthday party the other night, my kidneys would probably still be
hurting.
hurting.
You know what? If I had a birthday party, my kidneys would still be hurting. I didn't.
Okay.
All right.
We thought
so good work. So actually, that was not something that was put out to all of the news stations. You took that upon yourself?
But no, we grabbed it off the scanner. That's what scanners
good work.
are for.
Good work. Excellent. I heard that last night, and, a lot of people listen to this radio station, and all you needed one, and it needed was one, and it worked out real well.
Can you imagine, like, if he was driving down the road and he heard it, you know?
I got a kidney!
Like,
and then, you know what? He'd probably speed up, and he'd get a ticket, and the cop would pull him over and say, okay, where's the kidney?
Probably so.
And then hold him up, and then he'd die.
Oh, jeez. All right.
See, it's a good thing that didn't happen, huh?
But, Rockwell, 610 WIOD.
No one would confuse this with a talk station.
Oh, yeah? Well, what makes you so damn sure?
610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. 610 WIOD.
9 minutes after 3 o'clock at WIOD. Speaking of yesterday, I wanted to thank Brooke Daniels. She did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
She always does a great job, and she did an excellent job of filling in for us, and we appreciate it. So I think that maybe now that we're in good hands, maybe we could take some more time off. Like, let's say, Brooke, can you make it here by 3:15? 767 WIOD in Broward, 622 WIOD in Dade. We have a couple of lines open for you. 888 would mean toll-free anywhere. 888-474-WIOD. Here is Miami. Hello. Miami.
Hello.
Oh, I hear that clicking.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're there?
We're here.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Listen,
Miami, hello.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Listen, about those numbers.
Yeah.
Since I talked to you the 5th of May, I started taking down the numbers.
Yeah.
You're asking me about them?
Yeah.
Well, I was asking you about them, sorry. And anyway, I got the numbers like PGIB 9663.
There you go.
And they were advertising Ivory at 12:36 a.m.
Well, there you go. You know, I have to confess, when you called, we thought you were an idiot. Now we haven't changed our opinion, but I thought you were talking about that PG-13, like the ratings. And it turns out you weren't. You were way ahead of us.
No, wait a minute.
Much more cerebral. What?
PG-13, the ratings.
Yeah.
I told you 4 letters and 4 numbers. Since when do you see a rating with 4 letters and 4 numbers?
You said there's 4 numbers and letters, which PG-13.
No, I said 4 letters and 4 numbers.
Well, yeah, but we thought you were an idiot, so we just thought you were confused.
But anyway, do you know anything about?
No, I'm an idiot.
No.
And I was wondering about the...
Yeah, we do. Somebody called in.
What did they say?
What are you watching, an infomercial?
No, I'm not watching an infomercial. Regular commercials. Not all the commercials.
Oh, no, that's what it was. It was regular commercials on closed caption. Are you watching closed caption?
No.
He said that PG would identify Procter & Gamble. It's a commercial number.
All of the numbers that I caught started out with the letters PG.
Well, Ivory would certainly come under that classification.
Annalise.
What?
Zest.
Yeah.
And there's this one, some kind of dry deodorant or something.
Yeah.
And
do they all end with the number 666? Because Procter & Gamble is, it's a thing for Satan.
Okay. And there's another one, Head and Shoulders.
Yeah.
And Crest toothpaste.
Sounds like all of those are Procter & Gamble.
Okay, now why is Procter & Gamble doing this and the other companies aren't?
So unwitting people will call into talk shows and then talk about them and give them a lot of publicity, and the other companies aren't doing it.
Yeah. How do you think it'll work?
No, but I mean, it's like, on a black background, white letters, and a little rectangle up
right, right.
I mean, is there some purpose to this?
We've told you, it signifies the commercial you're watching. Procter & Gamble being the sponsor, and the number, of course, corresponding to the commercial.
It's so if you're taping them, you can get the whole collection.
Why don't the other companies do that? I mean, why is only Procter & Gamble, if this is Procter & Gamble's thing?
Because... I'm sorry, that was the end of the answer. Because 313 at WIOD. Let's go to a mobile. Hello. Mobile.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Purple Osley Butlers.
Oh, well, back in you.
Just having a flashback. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead quickly. Name them all. Name as many as you can think of.
Orange Sunshine, Orange Barrels, Window Pane, Four-Way. That's it.
Blotter.
Blotter, yeah.
Vitamin C.
Yeah, the sugar cubes.
Yeah, that was like the first.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it's also a fine band from Iceland.
There you go.
Are you there? I'm in Pembroke Pines today. I might be breaking up.
Well, that's fine.
Okay,
literally.
After that Osley thing, we understand.
When I hit 40, I went to Cheers, and they gave me a mason jar with a handle and gave me free drinks all night.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Now, was it
just... you have a designated driver, man, they really make them nice and strong.
So, is it every birthday or just because you were 40 and you ran into a nice guy?
No, it's a birthday club, and I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but I got really phased.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I'll write it down.
Okay.
Let's see. Cheers. I'm writing it down on about 4 different lists. By the way, speaking of lists, your wife just sent me a little thing here. And it says, hey, guys, it says to Suds and Rick, hey, guys, look what we found for good reading in this month's McCall magazine. Written by a man. I'll bet you both love these ideas. I put a star by a couple of my favorites. Hugs and kisses, sweetie. Now, who's she talking to in this Suds and Rick?
Hard to tell.
And then she puts a star, remember, it's Victoria's Secret evening. So I think she's talking to me.
Oh.
Unless she's working there. She working there or she wearing
tonight,
it? Working or wearing? Anyway, there's some interesting stuff in here. Here's a couple of things I want to know, okay, as we proceed along in the afternoon. I want to know how small claims court works. I have never been involved in a small claims court in this state, and I don't think enough people are, and we need to find out the process because I think I'm going to get involved in it. I think I may be taking somebody to small claims court.
I did that years ago here. Not here in Sarasota.
Okay, but it's still a state
in Florida, yeah.
All right.
Got a TV fixed, and the guy was bringing it out of the shop to put it into my car. Walked out of the door of the shop with it and dropped it.
Are you okay?
I cried.
I would imagine a TV. He killed a TV right in front of you.
I could see it was like slow motion as it fell.
Did all the episodes flash before your eyes?
Oh, man. I love that TV, too.
What was it?
That was an old, clunky old Sears, but...
Well, that was the model.
I dragged it across country a few times. And
behind his car with a rope.
Oh, sure. Anyway, I made out. I won.
Yeah.
I know that.
All right. Well, I want somebody who's been involved in small claims court recently. I need to know, first of all, if there's an age limit, if you can, be a minor. Because my kid's got this thing, and I don't want to have to do it for him. I'd like to kind of instruct him, and I think it would be a good thing for him to learn. And somebody, I'm going to need to use it probably in the near future also. So we need to know how you register, what the fee is, how long it takes to perhaps go through a case, the age limitations, and all of the stuff that goes along with it.
It takes me about 3 hours to go through a whole case.
316 at WIOD.
Is award-winning traffic reporter Butt Rockwell. 610 WIOD.
More cheese, please. 610 WIOD.
321 at WIOD. If you'd like to get in, try Dade 622-9463. That's 622-WIOD. Here is Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Pickled pepper birthday cake buttload.
Oh, back in
at you.
How's it going, guys?
Fine.
1010 checking in.
Okay.
Did you get my birthday card I sent you, Rick? Email.
Yes.
Picture of the birthday cake.
Yes, I did.
With the dynamite stick.
Yes, I did.
Did you get it blown out in time?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. The 3D thing tonight. Do you ever watch?
And I still haven't gotten a dog biting yet. I really want to do that. I'd like to get either bitten by a dog or send out a good dog biting.
Sending out one would be better than getting one.
Yeah, but it's like $12 to be bitten overnight. Even $4.50 is a little steep.
How about a good hornet sting?
Wow, now we're talking.
What website is that on? Hey, that beats that when your old man used to say, "Hey, how'd you like your butt kicked?" Hey, how'd you like a good hornet sting?
How'd you like your butt stung?
I'm sorry, I like that.
On Drew tonight.
Yeah.
You ever watch Drew?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mimi's head is going to explode in 3D. You have to get.
Wait, how are we going to tell a difference?
Exactly. You gotta get the glasses.
I got to get glasses. This thing caught me off guard. And ABC, what a loser network. They copied NBC. They do a real cheap job because you knew it was that red and blue 3D effect.
It has the red and blue. I got a pair of them here.
And all of their shows this week consist of people thrusting long things at you. What is that?
Well, Mimi's head exploding will be worth the whole deal.
We'll check it out. Thanks a lot, man. 323 at WIOD. By the way, my best gift that I got, and thank you very much for the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute.
Well, it's good, huh?
Yeah. Suds got me a videotape of Stevie Ray Vaughan, a tribute to Stevie Ray Vaughan, done by all of the girls who have played Annie.
Mm-hmm.
All the different ones, which I thought was really cool. Very nice. And here's the card he got me. On the cover, look out, your pants are on fire. On the inside, whew, false alarm. Hey, after a scare like that, who cares that I didn't get you a present? You're lucky just to be alive. Happy birthday. And then he got me the Stevie Ray Vaughan, done by all the little cast of Annie characters. Yeah. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. The best gift I got, though, was from my wife.
I don't want to hear
Exactly. No, it was great, and it took me just a while to figure it out. I pulled it out. First part of it was a rock.
Yeah.
Second part, Adam's already applauding. Second part was a wooden stake.
Oh.
She got me a rock and a wooden stake.
Ah, very good.
Right, and then she ended up the evening by complaining at me. I chased her around. I don't know, maybe people didn't hear, but last week there was an accountant, and I found this hard to believe, but nevertheless quite intriguing, that beat his wife to death with a rock and impaled her heart and lungs on a wooden stake because she complained. Far be it from a woman to complain. So I got this nice long, it almost looked like a box of flowers. Of course, it had to be that long to house the wooden stake that she gave with me, to me, on me, for me to use. And believe me, this is one of those gifts I think I'm going to use. Anyway, 622 WIOD and Dade. Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, sir.
Rick and Suds, this is Doug Morris with the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Hi, Doug.
Sounds to me like we're up for another free plug.
Boy, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, what do you got?
That's tickets for the United States Air Force AAF Glenn Miller Era Band.
Right.
May 20th, 8 p.m., Dade County Auditorium.
And you're actually reanimating Glenn Miller for this deal, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay.
And it's called 672-1990, and they'll mail you out tickets.
Okay.
And I'd like to tell you all again, we've had great response from the call-in just from your show because you're the only show that so far is doing it for us.
Wow.
Not even NBC6 will talk to us.
I know. That says a lot, and I'm not sure I really want to elaborate. What's the number again?
672.
Yeah.
1990 in Miami.
1990. Okay.
Yes.
A tribute to Glenn Miller.
Yes, sir.
You got it.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Man. 325 at WIOD. Let's go to Linkworth. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guy.
This is award-winning listener 886.
Well, how are you?
Okay. And guess what day it is for me today? Happy birthday to me.
Well, why don't you just give me a chance? You said, guess what it is?
Well,
I was going to take a little time here, and I was going to play you a little thing, but you didn't even give me a chance.
There you go.
Like that.
I'll have a good humor bar.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
49.
49.
49 going on 20.
You know, all about the last 4, maybe even 6 months, I've been saying I was 46 for some reason, and I was 45. And I didn't think this birthday was weighing heavily on me, but apparently it is. I've been thinking about being 46 for a long time, so much so that I've been saying it.
You're lying already?
How about 50? Huh?
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
One more year.
About a year. Well, happy birthday.
Okay.
All right, man.
327 at WIOD. Here is Hallandale. Hello.
Suds.
Yeah.
You know what, sir?
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. I know you have a tremendous amount of patience. I'm going to put you on hold for just a couple minutes.
Not a problem.
Okay. Got a guy here also, a mobile on their own dime. If we can do it quickly. Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Mr. Suds.
Yes, sir.
1403 checking in.
Okay.
I've been to small claims court several times.
Oh, so you use it actively.
Well, I run my own business. And when you run your own business, you have to.
Do you find it? I mean, how do you put that? Is it worthwhile?
Yeah. What are you going to take a person or a company?
I guess it'd be a company.
Okay.
I mean, the person, the person who runs the company is the person that I'm dealing with, the person that gave me bad service.
Are they a corporation?
How do you know?
You call the State Department of Corporation.
So here we go. Now I got to do research.
Yeah, well, it only takes 2 minutes. I'm not sure the number. It's 904 area code.
Is every company a corporation?
No.
Okay.
No. But what you got to do is find out if they're a corporation. If they are, they'll tell you who the registered agent is.
Okay.
That's who you list on your suit.
Okay.
You live in Parkland, right?
Yeah.
Go to the Deerfield.
Right on Hillsborough.
On Hillsborough. Go in there. They'll give you the paperwork.
All right.
You fill out the paperwork. It's real simple.
All right.
And it'll cost you between $80 and $100, depending on how many subpoenas you've got to send out.
Okay.
Usually, if it's a corporation, you just subpoena the registered agent.
Okay. Now, do you have to have witnesses?
You don't have to list all that when you go in there.
Okay.
What you have to do is type out what your complaint is.
All right.
What they will do is the first process is about 3 weeks after that. You'll get a date, a court date. You'll go in there. They'll have you and whoever you're suing meet with an arbiter.
And
they'll try to work it out there before going to court.
Do they assess the validity of what you're trying to do before you proceed any further?
No, not at all.
They know. So it's you can come up with anything and they have to hear you.
Come up with anything and they have to show up. And if they don't show up, you win.
Okay.
And I even took one time I went through a drive-through at my bank.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to send out $200 in cash along with my deposit. They didn't, or they sent it to the wrong car and they said, too bad. I took First Union to court. They didn't show up. I also charged them $45 an hour for my time, and the judge gave me that. I ended up getting about $600.
Really?
Sure. No problem.
They actually sent it to somebody else and said that
they sent it to somebody else.
Too bad.
Those people drove away and they said, "Too bad." They said, "We sent it out." And they claimed they sent it out.
Now,
that's nice.
Do you have to? Can you be a minor, or if you are a minor, do you have to have your guardian do it for you?
That I couldn't answer for.
All right. You've given me a lot of information. I really appreciate it.
I'd go over and do it. Spend the $100 and do it.
And they have to.
You probably spent more than that already, right?
The losing party, do they have to pick up the court cost too?
They have to pick up the court cost, and you can also charge them for your time. I mean, you can.
How do you dictate what that's worth? Hopefully, the judge would have never heard the show.
Yeah, so I own a service company, so I charge them what I charge per hour for my service company, and they gave it to me.
Thanks a lot.
So, okay.
All right, 3:30 at WIOD.
Butt Rockwell on 610 WIOD.
610 WIOD. Wonderful Isle of Doo-Doo. I pooped my pants. 610. WIOD.
If you'd like to get in on today's show, Dade 622-WIOD. We have a line available for you. Also, 767-WIOD in Broward. Toll free. It's 888-474-WIOD. If you're a Mobile One or AT&T Wireless customer, we'll pick up the tab on Pound IOD. You know what we need to do is we're going to be doing a broadcast for Flanagan's on Thursday. And
down on East Commercial.
Right, exactly. What are you signaling me with that?
Next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Oh, yeah, not tomorrow Thursday, no. But we really don't have very much time to get it set up. And when we did the Flanagan's broadcast in Dade, wherever that was, where was that? Because we owe it to the Flanagan's people to remember that.
Wow.
And that great Shell station that was also like a gourmet shop.
Right.
Really bizarre. Anyway, when we did it, we did a Richie swimwear fashion show for you. And everybody was requesting, why don't you guys do one up north because we can't get down there or whatever. So we need to do a Richie swimwear fashion show for you. With
Angel.
Exactly, with Angel and friends. Oh. Beg your pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Victoria's Secret night. I've got a little memo here in front of me from your wife. You want to rephrase that? Anyway, yes, we got to get a hold of Richie, or Richie has to get a hold of us. One of the two. I know that word will get to him, and I know that he'll put this on for us, and I know that we'll have a great time, and we want to make the place packed. It was a zoo last time at Flanagan's, and that's the way we want it this time, okay? So that's going to be on next Thursday. Let's go.
Richie did a great job, too.
Oh, is he there?
I have a little bit of experience in small claims court. I was hit by an uninsured motorist.
Okay.
And in Broward County, when you file that suit, you'll have to pay cash for the filing fees.
Right.
And it's $15 additional to have that individual served.
Okay.
They must be served prior to the court date given for mediation.
Right.
And the system works. Whether you
now, what could you have done to you in an accident that would be under $1,500? The limit is $1,500, isn't it?
Not correct. You can sue up to $5,000.
Really?
Yeah, correct.
Listen, the last time I was in small claims court, and it was in California, that was the limit. That shows you how much inflation has gone. Small claims is up to $5,000?
$5,000. At least in Dade County, I know you can sue up to $2,500 in Broward County.
Well, still, that's a far cry from 15.
Correct.
I thought anything under 15, anything over that, you had to get an attorney and go like to real court.
No. And by the way, you can have a minor sue an individual. It happens all the time. As long as that individual can file the paperwork and have all the information for the courts to process, not a problem. And you have to have 2 copies in Broward County of everything you submit.
Okay, what about, well, you wouldn't know this because we're talking about estimates, all right? Let's say somebody gets some work done and they really screw up the work, so you're going to have to get somebody else to redo the work. Now, this is what's happened to him, and I told him he ought to get 3 estimates to present them so you've got a general ballpark figure, not just go in with one estimate and say this is what I want him to pay. You follow me?
I follow you.
So, but do you know if there's a requirement for 3 or how
No, there's no requirement for 3. All you have to do is bring 1 estimate to the court.
Okay.
And it probably would be advised to you to have that individual testify when you do go to court, not during the mediation process, because
you mean the guy who gave you the estimate?
Yes, because sometimes courts do not just accept paperwork documentation. They want to have an individual verify what was done improperly.
Right.
For them to go ahead and documentation doesn't always state that.
So I would imagine the guy that you're going to contract to do the work, you would tell him, if you want to do the work, you're going to have to show up with me and tell these people that, you know, this is why.
Sure, and a part of the judgment would be his fee for testifying in the court of law.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So if the guy says, well, listen, I got to charge you $75 to be there for that hour and a half, you can get that in the judgment. Not a problem.
Good deal. Thanks for the info.
And by the way, Suds, could I have a number?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Unfortunate one.
Unfortunate one.
Because I've been in court too many times.
Okay, 1438.
Thank you very much.
See you later, pal. 339 at WIOD. Here is Lady Mobile on her own dime. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm just calling you to give the corporate information number that you were talking about before.
Okay.
It's 904.
One moment, please.
Okay.
You're much more efficient than I. Just a second. Okay, 904.
488.
Okay.
9000.
All right.
And you'll get the usual computer stuff to tell you what numbers to punch in, and they will fax you the information at no cost on corporate information that you want. They'll tell you who the agent is. And
what do you do for a living?
Why do you ask?
Well, you're very knowledgeable in this, and you're very matter-of-fact and to the point.
I'm an insurance investigator.
Oh, okay. So is now in Broward County, do we know that that's the limit? Is it 2,500, 5,000?
I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I don't file.
Okay, wait.
I really
See,
should know, but
that's the beauty of small claims court, though, is because I believe you can't use an attorney.
If you want to use an attorney and you're an individual, I believe you still can.
Really?
You don't have to have an attorney. You can go in by yourself.
See, I'm going by rules in another state from years ago. It's just what I remember. But one of the like arbitration, they can't bring an attorney. You can't bring an attorney. And usually the people that you're going up against have much more resources to bring in an attorney. So that's good news.
Well, years ago, when I first moved to Florida, I had to sue my dry cleaners, and I took him to small claims court, and he was a corporation. He came with an attorney, but I was an individual, so I could come alone.
Okay.
I did not have to bring an attorney. As far as the estimates, I probably would come in with 2 estimates to show some good faith.
Right.
You know,
Right.
You don't have to. Another thing, you guys were talking about the 3D. My daughter's in the car. She wants to know where to get these glasses for
Wendy's, for what we heard.
Wendy's.
Yeah, but that's for ABC. Now, for NBC, which Third Rock this Sunday, where do you get those? Do we know?
I think you're asking me. I didn't know.
No, I'm asking Adam. Adam knows all this kind of stuff. And Suds, of course, because he's got time to know it.
Of course.
Suds?
I have no idea.
Really?
No.
All right, well, somebody will let us know.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Suds?
What's your daughter's name?
Oh, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Alex for a girl?
Alex Alexandra,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. That's a great name for a girl.
Al.
She is wonderful.
Hi, Alex.
They're saying hello to you, Alex.
On the radio, Alex. You can tell all your friends tomorrow, and they'll give you money.
Well,
It'd be great.
Thanks a lot, Rick.
Okay, bye. 342 at WIOD. Oh, look at this. It's our friend, the wine lady.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
By the way, your friend Judy Smith, Dave Barry's assistant. She is the best.
Well, yeah, I dig her.
She's very efficient, very nice. She put up with all of my crap, and she's still doing me a favor. So I just wanted to thank her, yes. And I told her if I could ever pay her back, like quit bad-mouthing Dave on the radio or something, that I'd be glad to do that, but I was wrong, because I'm still going to bad-mouth it.
Oh, all right, then.
He's gotten just a little too big for us, you know? And she said, yeah, the last time I remember you guys together, you were at Atlantis. And I said, that's right. And just because we left him up high on a platform during a lightning storm on a metal chair, he lets this stardom thing go to his head and never comes back on the show.
What a doo-doo face.
Really? But anyway, she is really good. She makes up for his callousness towards his friends on the way up.
She is really a fantastic woman.
Yes.
I like her a lot.
Yes.
I was fortunate
I'd like
to
to
have
watch
met her.
that. And by the way, I met everybody you work with, too. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but they were all down at Ciscos.
Were they really?
Yes, they were.
Who was down there?
The guy, let me see. I met him. I can't remember their names. The guy who services Ciscos. Okay,
that's in Miami Springs?
Right.
Was it a wine guy or a liquor guy?
I don't know.
Did he know me?
At that point of the night, I don't think he knew anybody. Yeah, he knew you, sure. They all know you. And then there was another couple of guys, and they were together, and they were, I won't say their names. They had eyes for a 14-year-old babe, okay? They're going, man, she's only 14. I couldn't believe it. I thought she was 21. And we asked, and her mom said, look, she's only 14, but check out the rack, man. Yeah, that's your colleagues.
Art and Steve?
I think so.
Am I right?
I don't remember, but, there was a zillion people. It was a great time, and everybody was pretty loose. It was Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, it was indeed El Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
A bit of a schlep for me.
Down there, it was Stinko de Mayo. Man,
Cinco de Mayo?
Some of these people, you try to talk to them. They're like from outer space.
Okay.
Serious. I mean, just the people who show up. Just converse. It's like, I've been on this planet a long time, and I don't know anything you're talking about.
There's a lot of them there who had purple shrouds all folded up and in their pocket.
But, not enough.
Where, you're going to be up in on Commercial or something in a couple weeks?
In Flanagan's.
Where?
I don't know the exact address. It's on East Commercial.
I got it right in front of me here. Let me see. 1479 East Commercial, Flanagan's. Where is that?
Is that Commercial in
I'm asking
Federal?
you. I'm asking you.
How about Commercial in 14th? That sounds like.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's out of my territory, but I might step by.
Okay. Hold on just a second. We have somebody that wants to talk to her. Miami, hello?
Yeah, hi, Rick. Son?
Yes.
Yeah. I have a question for the wine lady.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's an easy question, I think.
Oh, good.
I was just up in Canada over the weekend, and they had ice wine, Canadian ice wine. Can I get that anywhere down here?
It's pretty hard to find. It's made in very, very limited amounts, and it's extraordinarily expensive.
Yeah, well, see, I could have got it in the airport for $30 a bottle.
You should have probably done that.
I know, but
wait a second. Is that a good deal? $30 a bottle? What kind of wine is this?
It's made from they make it while the grapes are still frozen at 35 degrees centigrade.
Really?
Yeah, some of the California wineries are starting to kind of artificially make ice wine, and they're turning out pretty well too.
Is that good stuff?
It's more of a thing you use with a dessert.
Yeah, you'd love it, Rick.
Yeah,
because it's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I would only love it when I was with you to kind of counteract you. What?
So there's no hope here, huh?
No, there is hope here. Actually, if you go on hold with Adam, I can tell you a retailer that might be able to get it if we get some kind of a thing.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Go back with Adam, and I'll give you the number of the guy, and if he can, whether it's from us or from another purveyor, he might be able to get you some because he's got a lot of inroads.
Okay, great.
Okay, hold on here. Now, if you make a sale, I get 15%.
Okay.
All right, and you called because?
I wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
And tell you I got your gift, but I drank it.
Again this year, huh?
Again today.
Okay. Well, thanks. And you'll have to find out exactly who those guys were, but there were a whole bunch of them, and everybody knew Valerie the wine lady.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll find out. I would imagine they were liquor guys.
Well, what about this deal here that just went through the legislature about you distributor types whining and crying about mail order microbrews and wine? Now we can't get it anymore.
Really?
Well, possibility.
That was good, Valerie. That was excellent acting on your part.
No, I really didn't know. I wouldn't complain about that because what you get from mail order is nothing that you can get locally.
That's exactly the point.
No, I've got enough on my plate to bitch about that sort of thing.
All right, yeah, sure.
So
Okay.
See you later.
I'm still going to bring you the hemp beer as soon as
you have to hold on to what did you say about hemp?
I'm going to bring you the hemp beer as soon as it comes.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So at the end of that, is that like backwash or a roach? The hemp beer.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, now you can have your cake and you can eat it too.
Oh, finally.
The Dr. Atkins low carbohydrate cheesecake. Dr. Atkins, you paying real close attention, Suds?
Paying?
Dr. Atkins.
Yeah.
Paying real close attention?
I'm on the Atkins diet right now, man.
Because judging by the way your belt is hugging that stomach, I think pain is involved. Dr. Atkins, the creator of the wildly successful Atkins diet, has created the only authorized Dr. Atkins cheesecake. With only 3 grams of carbohydrates per serving, it's the perfect treat for the low-carb dieters. Plus, the Dr. Atkins cheesecake happens to be rich, it happens to be creamy, and it's delicious. Dr. Atkins developed the cheesecake to meet his rigorous demands, so you can enjoy it and know that you're within your diet guidelines. But you want to make sure you're getting the real thing, so look for the Dr. Atkins signature right on a label. And have your cake and eat it too with the Dr. Atkins low-carb cheesecake, and try other great Dr. Atkins products too, like Liposea, his delicious protein drink, the Atkins Bake Mix for pancakes. You can call a store nearest you, You can call to find a store nearest you, or you can find out about home delivery at 1-888-Dr. Atkins, 1-888-DRATKINS. Got it? Be sure and look for the Dr. Atkins signature on the box.
I'm Ted Anthony on 610 WIOD.
Wonderful Isle of Dementia. 610 WIOD.
352 at WIOD, and Dade 622 WIOD, and Broward 767 WIOD. Here's a lady in Kendall. Hello. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. Wrong number.
Hello?
What? Hi. No, that is you. Well, it was the wrong number. Like a phone number is just the wrong line number. Number 2. I meant number 3. Hi.
Hi, Mr. Rick.
Hello.
Hello. You know who this is?
No.
No idea.
No.
Yeah, I see Adam's not a good listener on top of every other.
No, he just has Lady in Kendall.
No, darling. This is a receptionist chick.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
We met you at Ciscos the other day.
Yes, you did. The reason I went by was because
we spent all too brief a time together.
Oh, I know. I'm heartbroken.
Yeah. Me too.
I had gone by because I had never seen you guys in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just wanted to go by and say hi because I'm going to leave town. And I don't know.
When are you leaving? We were going to give you a show on Saturday.
Were you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
Where are you going?
I'm going to New York.
For permanent?
For a while because I'm going to go to school there.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be.
To be a patient.
A patient?
Kidding. That poor guy that you ragged on like a week ago, he said, I want to be a doctor. And you said, oh, a patient? Oh, he was the guy who did the payphone challenge.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, and he did sound like a patient.
He was more like a patient than a doctor.
Actually, you needed to be patient in order to deal with him. I'm going to go to John Jay College of Criminal Justice.
Criminal Justice?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So, but not really the...
Wait a second.
No,
neither one of those exists.
What?
The college nor criminal justice.
Exactly. So I was just going to say, Rick, don't get your panties all up in a wad.
Okay.
I'm not going to go defending the criminals.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Criminal psychology.
I want you to learn how to plug in the chair.
Well, I can do that already.
You know, I'm reading this article where they're debating whether, this is so stupid, it's in today's paper, where they're debating whether the electric chair is safe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, you know, it's designed to kill people. Yeah, but is it going to hurt them? You know, is it safe or not? You know, we don't want to, like, down the road have them have cancer or something or have big ugly scars in their head and people say, what happened to you? Oh, it was the electric chair. That thing's unsafe, you know?
God forbid they set on fire.
Right.
So anywho,
well, it was nice to see you. Thanks for making the trek down there.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving till like August. But,
oh, okay.
But I just wanted to
we'll
get
be
down
gone
there.
before that.
Right. Yeah, we'll be joining you. We'll be the criminals you'll be learning about.
Exactly.
Okay.
I might as well let you know now, warn you so that you don't do anything, and then I don't have to meet you later in the future in a more, what is it, adverse situation.
You got it.
All right?
All right.
Okay. Take it easy.
Okay. 3:55 at WIOD. Here is a lady in Sunrise. Hello.
Hello, Rick Suds.
Hello.
Fellow Torian, happy birthday, Butlow.
Well, sounds like one's in order to you, too. When?
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
I was going to call you on Tuesday, but I must have missed that part of your show when you said that you weren't going to be there on Tuesday.
Right.
So I was going to try and kill two birds with one stone. I'm also a first-time caller.
Oh, great. Well, we missed all of that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But that's really all. I mean, I don't really have much to say today, but I just wanted to definitely get on there and wish you a happy birthday.
Okay, then
I enjoy your show.
Well, thank you. How old are you?
You really want to know?
Uh-huh.
32.
Ah, you're a baby.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything from the AARP yet.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, I like getting real close, and I had almost blocked that out of my mind, and we talked about that. Thank you for making me remember. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, before I go, can I have a number, please?
Sure.
She wants a birthday number.
What's your name?
My name is Kara.
1439.
Thank you very much.
Bye, right. Kara. 3:56 at WIOD. Here is a mobile. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, how you guys doing? Pepper packing buttloads.
Well, back at you.
I tried to get a hold of you at Ciscos, but the foot traffic was too much.
Yes, it was.
And I saw the Hummer outside, and the guy there told me that you were in the tent.
Mm-hmm.
But I just gave it up. It was just too much.
Oh, I know. I tried to walk outside out the front way and forget it. They ended up bringing me through the kitchen and all of this stuff. Hey, everybody was having a good time. What a zoo, though. I mean, you know, they set up an outside tent. It was packed. The inside restaurant was packed. In between the tent and the restaurant was packed. It was flowing out onto the street. It was packed.
Yep. I made my way to the bar inside the restaurant and got a seat at the bar. And this girl comes up and says, "Can I sit on your lap?"
Oh.
And I thought this was a good thing.
And it was not?
She wasn't interested in me at all.
Oh.
She just wanted a seat at
So
the
that's
bar.
how bad she wanted a seat.
She just wanted a seat at the bar.
Yeah.
And then I didn't meet you guys. The whole thing was depressing.
Well, I'm glad you showed up. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you, too. All right. See you later. Well, you know, it's not our stinking birthday. It's Mexico's Independence Day. We're not supposed to have a good time. As a matter of fact, they're pretty steamed at us for taking over their country. So unhappy Cinco de Mayo. And many more to come. I think they want to get us all drunk and try it again.
Yeah, sneak back.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they are.
Got used to.
But this time not in the trunk. 767 WIOD in Broward, 622 WIOD in Dade. Sugar-free what? I know it's a sad thing, but, you know, keep them there. We don't want them here.
Sure.
We took over their country, and, you know, that's what big shots do. That's what bullies do, okay?
Yeah.
They cheat you out of your crap, and then they make you go away and live in abject poverty. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We've done a good job.
Make them make TVs and stuff for
right,
us.
for real cheap wages and make you drive Volkswagen. And if you want to come visit us, you have to get in the trunk of a car.
Make my bed.
Yeah, and then we chase you around at real high speeds, and then when we catch you, we beat the crap out of you. Of course, sometimes you crash.